looks like now. You know, which one do you like more? I like the one more with there's less trash. Well, I have an idea. Let's clean it up. Oh, but if I clean it up, then it'll just get messed up again. Well, then clean it up again. You know, because that's the exact excuse that they have down there. Is I would be like, yeah, you know, that pool hall, it's totally nasty. They don't even. I mean, sure, they swept it, but like all the walls are like haven't been painted for 50 years. There's not one plant in there. There's not one painting up, like picture on the wall. And I asked like, some kid, and he's like, yeah, well, if they did that, it would just get destroyed. I mean, and it's true. Like I spent 4 months renovating my in-laws' house. I painted the house all by myself. Nobody helped me. I painted the whole house. I put speckle all over it, cement speckle. Then I painted it. A couple weeks later, somebody graffitis, really ugly graffiti, huge letters in black of their name all over my house, or my in-laws' house. And I never painted over it again, and nobody, obviously none of my in-laws or any of them painted over it. But you just paint over it, you know. And if the guy comes and does it again, you just paint over it. And then eventually the guy might go, it might get into his head and go, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't paint over that particular house because I keep painting it back over. And like my own, you know, brother-in-law, he did that shit. He actually got arrested for it once for painting on somebody's house. But you don't fix the world by not repainting your house. You don't fix the world by putting a big wall around your house. You fix the world by painting your house again. And so you fix the world. You don't fix the world by building a wall around America. You fix America by opening up those walls, letting the people come in, letting the people teleport over, fly their flying saucers over, wreak havoc on your world, but just keep shit free. Don't let the Muslims buy up all of your media and then tell you what you can and can't do and fire you if you draw a picture of Muhammad, you know. Fuck it. I mean, if a Muslims buy up my newspaper, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be deliberately hanging effigies of Muhammad in my front yard. Not because I hate Muhammad, but because I'm just expressing my freedom. I think I'm going to put a photo of Barack Obama dressed up as Hitler on my website, on my YouTube page. Not because I don't like Barack Obama. I think he's great. Just expressing my freedom, baby. I mean, get this. I uploaded a video. I think I mentioned this before, where the title was like, you know, all these derogatory names for minorities, and then YouTube actually took the thing down and told me that they would suspend my account. You know, that's not freedom. We need to express our freedom. If we all express our freedom, but the catch-22 with that is, I don't know if you call it a catch-22, but the other side to that, what that entails is that if you're going to give yourself freedom, you have to give the bad people freedom to do their bad things, shit, you know, their litter and all whatever they do. Just secure your stuff, lock up your house, you know, put a GPS. But that's the beauty about surveillance. People are all pissed off at surveillance. I think surveillance is good because if you let the third world people come over, the dirtbags come over and try and rob you and assault you and, you know, do all this stuff, well, you just get they're surveilled, so you know who they are, so you throw them in jail for doing that. You know, you can bust the bad guys that way. That's what you use surveillance for. But you don't curtail people's freedoms. So that's basically what we need to do. If we can all show each other, and we don't sue each other, we can't fucking sue each other. You know, we gotta just let people do what they do. There's this whole like even slander. You know, I'm gonna sue you for slander. I'm gonna sue you for psychological. Sue you $50,000 for. Every once in a while, you read something about somebody who sued somebody for psychological. Yeah, there's the mother of the Marine, because the post office accidentally stamped deceased for her son's letter. Somebody asked him, it was a mistake. She gets the letter, and for a day or something, she thought her son was deceased. So now she's trying to get $50,000 out of the post office for that. That kind of a thing is bullshit. It's like you know how much money $50,000 is? I mean, what about the psychological damage you're doing to the post office for losing that much money? I mean, give me a break. You got to learn to forgive. Forgive the post office. Don't. Sure, you had that little bit of psychological damage, but don't. I mean, people suing people. Stop suing people, because then you can let people. People can't. Don't have to be so afraid of each other. Because people are way too afraid of each other. And if everybody was open, like people, nobody uses their real name on YouTube or MySpace or any of that shit. Nobody uploads videos, even though it takes no time at all. I mean, I'm uploading a video now, and I'm talking because I can't go to the gym tonight because I lost all my bike locks and my car won't start. So I'm doing a video. Right? Doesn't take any time at all. Because I'm not I don't have some ego. I'm not afraid of somebody typing telling me I'm a dickhead, idiot, or whatever. But in the end, there are people who appreciate me talking whatever I'm saying, Even if it's only 5 views, I get at least 5 views on all my videos. So it's kind of a thing. You just gotta let people be free. Gotta let people express what you gotta encourage people to be free. Gotta encourage people to express their expressions expressionately. You gotta relax all of the laws, all the rules and regulations. People are oh, you gotta have a freaking license to teach. No, you don't. You shouldn't have to have a license to teach. Somebody who wants to be a teacher should be a teacher. And the person who runs the school just hires whoever they think is the best goddamn teacher. Oh, you be the greatest teacher, but I'm not allowed to hire you because against the law, you need to have a license. I mean, I'm fucked on that because I went through the whole stages. I went to college and I did all of the 100 hours of student teaching and took all the classes and took all the tests and did all the homework. But 2 years after I graduated, the guys were like, oh, we don't like you, so we're not going to let you do the final student teaching, so you're not going to get your license. So I don't have a Colorado teaching license, and I can't be a teacher. Even though because of the whim of some motherfucker. Because of the law. That you have to have the license. People, like the FDA, oh, you need a license for this, you need a license. If we didn't have, if that drug wasn't approved, then anybody could be able to sell it and then people get hurt. Well, whoever takes that drug and gets hurt needs to take responsibility for their own shit, their own actions, man. Because rules and regulations, they hurt people more than and they hurt people more than they help people. They make it so that only people who can pay the $30,000 it is to get their shit tested, because you have to pay for yourself to get your thing tested, are allowed to do it. So that's just mafia, It's oh, pay us the, only it's legal mafia. Pay us the money to test your product and say it's good. So then what do you get after that? You get all of these fucked up products that fuck you up, and then you're not even allowed to sell the real natural stuff. You can't sell. I tried to sell massage creams and facial creams made out of aromatherapy, which is just simple extracts. Anybody can make it. You just set up a couple of tubes, drop some leaves in here, boil some water, comes over, the oil drops in this new thing. Here you go. Mix it in with the massage oil. It's the most simple, natural thing. But I didn't have the $20,000 it was to get it tested. But it's natural ingredients. But at the same time, you go and you buy all this shit. And it's the list is this long, And then it's all these and they're pushing all these drugs, It's just the only drugs, they're pushing all these drugs on you, these pharmaceuticals on you, because these fuckers had the money to pay to get it passed, even though it's less safe because it's filled with so many chemicals than the guy who can't even sell it. So basically what I'm saying is you gotta just relax these laws, just do away with them. And then you don't have to spend as much tax money on the programs that they have, all the bureaucracy behind all of it. There's this thing called Codex Alimentarius right now, where they're like, oh yeah, we're making the safety of the food for the people.